Welcome everybody. Today, we're having a real conversation about the states travelers say just aren't what they used to be. Pull up a chair, let's talk about the places folks say have started to go downhill. This isn't about numbers or reports, it's about what real people see and feel when they travel. We're diving into the vibe, the stories, and the changes travelers notice. Sometimes the truth isn't pretty, but it's worth talking about. So let's get right to it. What's really going on in these states? Let's dive in. Let's start with California, the Golden State, once the land of dreams. For decades, people flocked here for sunshine, beaches, and Hollywood magic. But lately, travelers are finding a different reality. The cost of everything is sky high. A cup of coffee, a hotel room, even a simple meal. Many families feel priced out before they even arrive. And it's not just about money. Visitors are struck by the visible homelessness in cities like LA and San Francisco. The glitz and glamour are harder to find when you're confronted with real struggles on the streets. The contrast is jarring, stunning mountains and beaches, but also deep human challenges. Tourist hotspots feel less magical, more stressful. Families save for years to visit Disneyland, only to be shocked by the prices and the reality outside the parks. The dream California sold is harder to find, and the experience is changing. Yes, there's still beauty. Yosemite, the Pacific Coast Highway. But the main tourist hubs are where the change is most obvious. It's like seeing your favorite movie star age. You still love them, but you can't ignore what's different. Travelers are asking, is the dream still worth the price? For many, the answer isn't so clear anymore. California remains a place of contrasts, wealth and poverty, beauty and struggle. The question is, can travelers still find the magic they're looking for? More and more people are hesitating before they say yes. The experience is shifting and travelers are the first to notice. Is the California dream fading? Now let's jump to New York City, the city that never sleeps. For years, it was the symbol of energy and ambition, a place where dreams came alive. But recent visitors say the vibe is changing. Safety is a big concern. People feel more on edge, especially at night or on the subway. That sense of ease is fading, and it's hard to relax when you're always looking over your shoulder. And then there's the cost. Everything from street food to Broadway tickets feels out of reach for the average traveler. Iconic spots like Times Square and Central Park feel more like tourist traps than magical landmarks. The magic gets lost when everything feels commercial and rushed. Even the famous New York attitude is starting to feel less charming and more like plain rudeness. Visitors want warmth, but sometimes they're met with stress and indifference. A couple's dream anniversary in Central Park turned sour, too expensive, too rushed, not what they imagined. It's the little disappointments that add up. The city's spirit is still there, but the visitor experience is changing. High prices, safety worries, and a less welcoming vibe are making travelers think twice. New York will always be iconic, but for many, the shine is wearing off. The city that never sleeps shouldn't leave visitors feeling tired and broke. The question is, can New York recapture its magic for travelers? Right now, some are coming home disappointed. The Big Apple's taste is a little more bitter these days, and that's something worth talking about. Next up, Chicago, the heart of Illinois and the Midwest. Known for its architecture, deep dish pizza, and vibrant music, Chicago was once a top getaway. But now, the city's reputation is clouded by concerns about crime. Headlines about violence and carjackings make families think twice about visiting. Even if the stats don't tell the whole story, perception matters. Travelers stick to certain areas, avoid wandering, and set curfews for themselves. That's not a relaxed vacation, it's a trip with limits. The tension is real, and it takes away from the city's culture and spontaneity. Chicago still has world-class attractions, Millennium Park, river tours, amazing food. But the shadow of crime is long, and it affects the whole state. Many skip Illinois altogether, missing out on beautiful parks and charming towns. The challenge is changing the story, making visitors feel safe and welcome again. Right now, many are saying maybe next year. The city's reputation is keeping tourism dollars and memories away. Chicago's got the goods, but the fear is real. The state's image suffers when its biggest city struggles. The question, can Chicago turn things around and bring back the joy of discovery? For now, the Windy City's chill is more than just the weather. Travelers want to feel safe, not anxious. Until that changes, many are staying away. Let's head to Oregon, and its once beloved city, Portland. Portland was famous for its quirky charm, food trucks, and creative spirit. But now, visitors describe a city in decline. Downtown feels neglected. Boarded-up shops, visible homelessness, and open drug use. The quirky weird that drew people in now feels unsettling. Travelers feel unsafe and sad, questioning their decision to visit. Many cut their trips short, heading for the coast or the gorge instead of exploring the city. The creative energy has been replaced by a heavier, more chaotic vibe. Portland's reputation, built over decades, is being damaged by each bad experience. Oregon still has stunning natural beauty: Bend, Crater Lake, the coastline. But Portland was the gateway, and when the anchor drags, the whole ship feels unsteady. The challenge is huge: restore safety, vibrancy, and help those struggling on the streets. For now, travelers looking for that cool, quirky vacation are hearing Portland isn't what it used to be. The city's thorns are showing, and it's hurting the state's rosy reputation. Oregon's natural wonders remain, but its urban heart needs healing. The question: can Portland reclaim its charm? Until then, visitors are thinking twice. The Rose City's thorns are hard to ignore. Down south in Louisiana, New Orleans is a city with soul: music, food, and celebration. The French Quarter is alive, but venture out and you'll see the scars of past storms. Some neighborhoods still feel forgotten, with crumbling roads and lingering damage. The contrast is stark: joy and music in one block, reminders of disaster in the next. Every hurricane season brings new anxiety for travelers. Will their trip be safe? This uncertainty makes some choose other destinations. Crime concerns also keep tourists close to the main attractions, missing out on authentic local culture. Visitors get the tourist version, not the real New Orleans. The city's spirit is strong, but the struggle is ongoing. Recovery is slow, and the scars are visible to those who look. Travelers come back with stories of joy mixed with sobering reality. Louisiana is a state of extremes: high highs and low lows. For visitors, it's an emotional roller coaster. The party is back on, but the struggle is real. The Big Easy is still fighting hard. The question: can the city's spirit overcome its challenges? For now, visitors are left with mixed feelings. New Orleans' heart beats strong, but some wounds remain open. Up north in Michigan, the story is one of contrasts. Detroit was once the engine of America, but the decline of industry left deep scars. Travelers see abandoned factories, empty homes, and neighborhoods frozen in time. It's a powerful, sometimes somber sight, more documentary than vacation. Detroit is working hard to come back with revitalized downtowns and new energy. But the comeback isn't complete, and the contrast is impossible to ignore. Michigan is two worlds: stunning natural beauty, lakes, islands, sand dunes, and cities still grappling with the past. Your experience depends on where you go: a perfect lakeside escape, or a city break that leaves you thoughtful. Visitors don't come back angry, they come back reflective, moved by the resilience and grit of those who stayed. But there's sadness too, a sense of the American dream in reverse. Michigan's story is powerful, but not always uplifting for travelers. The state's beauty is real, but so are its struggles. For many, it's a trip that raises questions, not just memories. Michigan's scars are visible, and they shape the travel experience. The challenge: can the state's spirit and beauty shine through the shadows? Only time will tell. Finally, let's visit New Mexico, the land of enchantment. The landscapes are breathtaking, the culture is rich, and the adventure is real. But travelers are noticing rough edges. Roads in some areas are in bad shape: potholes, cracked pavement, and long stretches without services. What should be a scenic drive can turn stressful, making the vast emptiness feel threatening instead of magical. Some towns and attractions show signs of neglect: outdated visitor centers, closed rest stops. These little things add up, making the state feel less welcoming. Even in Santa Fe and Taos, visitors notice visible poverty and crime, clashing with the artistic image. New Mexico relies on road trips, but if getting around is a hassle, the whole experience suffers. The enchantment is still there: sunsets, art, history. But it takes more patience and maybe better tires to enjoy it. The state's magic needs a stronger foundation. Travelers are coming back with mixed reviews: beauty and culture, but also frustration. The question: can New Mexico smooth out the rough edges and keep its promise of enchantment? For now, the journey is a little bumpier. The magic is real, but so are the challenges. Even the most enchanting places need care to stay special. So there you have it, an honest look at what travelers are saying about these states. Even the most beautiful places have struggles, and the travel experience is always changing. If you want more real guides like this, please subscribe and join our community. Your support helps us keep sharing these stories. Now I want to hear from you. What have you seen in your travels? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and until next time, travel safe and keep your eyes open. The journey continues, with your help.